Alright, we should be live. We are back, and Aetherdrift Alchemy is gone, so that just leaves traditional, well, Premier and traditional Aetherdrift drafts, since traditional is how they do best of three. But we're going to do a best of one match, so throw our gems down, and hop into the queue. I remember after this we'll open all of our alchemy packs for Aetherdrift. See what fun alchemy cards we got. You know, in case I ever have to build another brawl deck for midweek magic. Hello Puma, welcome back. How are you doing today? Alright, so what have we got? We have the World Wagon, which I have not had, I don't think, or have not had in forever. Honestly, it's probably going to be the pickup. It's a decently strong green creature to begin with, well, green vehicle to begin with, and filtering all the lands out of your deck is just added gravy, even if it wasn't constantly growing this thing. Now, granted, it only ever has 4 toughness, so it's still going to die in combat later on, but if you get 2 lands out of your deck for 3 mana and trade for your opponent's, 4 power creature, pretty sure you're doing alright. So yeah, we're just going to pick up the World Wagon. Hey. Let's see what our next pack has. Von Golem. Stop hoarding your precious pack and let's see what the cards are. Oh, nobody I recognize. Alright, we have a Veloheart bike. It's the first thing I notice. We'll just keep ramping. We'll do big green ramp things. Unless there's something else I can justify taking, and I don't think so. None of these cards are super impressive. I think the next best card is the Sloop. Ride's End is not terrible, but I think I just stick to green for right now. Take the only green card out of the pack. Got green super hard, see if we can get hooked up in the next pack. Terry's not bad. I can take Terry. I do love Pactile Terror, but not in black-green specifically, although I will run it in black-green because, you know, there's still plenty of artifacts in the format. The Archfiend is not terrible, but I kind of still just want to keep cutting green. 2-color stuff, but we just took 2 ramp spells. Let's take the giant green monster. I mean, I do not mind having a Broken Wings in my deck in this format, so we can still keep cutting the green. I'm looking to see, what our other color should be based on what we're getting past. Blue looks open, but there's nothing great for blue-green specifically, so... But blue does look the most open right now. Alright, well, I will take a hazard. Blue continues to be the color that looks like it's next, the next most open color. At least this time the black card is more viable with what we have. Yes, you're a giant angry worm. Bellowing trumpet noise. Obviously, I'd prefer to have Ketradon, but I'm not going to turn down a hazard when it's the only green card in the pack. We've got all of this to work with. Fortunately, we have the bike and the World Wagon so far, so if I want to run other colors, it's not going to be at all difficult. Alright, I do not care for Jaguar at all. This is one of my least favorite cards in the set for green. So, either going to take the Rover Blades, which I'm going to... What is the default for right now? Or I'm going to consider one of these 3... I think I'm okay to just take the Rover Blades for right now. Big dumb green creatures is kind of where you want a card like Rover Blades. Alright. Now we have a Crash and Burn and a Maximum Overdrive as the two cards that most stand out, and all the green cards are gone, so I think now's a good time to take a removal spell. See what we get past. Oh, there's Silken Strength. I want to keep cutting off green. Outspire Captain would be really good if I had more than... Well, actually, I have 2 vehicles. 3 vehicles. Okay, maybe he's not as bad as I was thinking. I still like him a lot more when I have mounts, though, as opposed to vehicles. Just give me the Silken Strength for right now. Honestly, I think I would rather have... Oh, hang on. I would rather have Bestow Greatness over Silken Strength, but maybe now's the time to grab, like, a red 2-drop creature. I don't want another 3 right now, and none of these 3s are that impressive anyway, so I'll take a 2 here. And now I'll pick up Kickoff Celebrations. I have 1 Broken Wing, so I'll take the Blockbuster as a body. Kickoff Celebrations, yeah, like I said, red seemed to be... Well, first it was blue, then red seemed to be open. And now from this card, all I want... From this pack, all I want are the black cards, really. Like, Thundering Broodwagon, Spin Out... I don't think black's particularly available, so... I have 2 bits of fixing, but that's an awful big ask for a double black spell. If I can't find more black-green cards. It might still be worth it. Like, I'm not thrilled with any of the red or green cards, or even the colorless cards here, so... I think I do take Broodwagon, but I'm prepared to abandon it almost immediately. Until I see Achik sitting there. I think she's smiling at me. It's kind of hard to tell. She's got that weird bug face with the mandibles going on, but... Like, are you sure you don't want to go black-green? It's like, I don't know that I have the cards for that, Achik, but... I could also just take Fang Druid Summoner. We already have Tarion. Achik is real strong, though. Again, biggest problem, if she were double green, single black, I'd be a lot more interested in her. Safe pick is the Druid. Big upside if I can stay black-green is Achik. Yeah, okay. Because none of my red cards are, like, super impressive or anything, so... Like, I could probably still splash the Crash and Burn if I wanted to. Alright, but that is... As I'm putting them all down, I just noticed that this is a boost buggy, and that would be a pretty decent card. Not only for the red-green, but also as another way to make black sources. To maybe actually cast Broodwagon or Achik, so... Do I want a boost buggy? I might legit want a boost buggy here. Alright, hang on. Might actually still be doing this. I think I'll leave the blockbusters down there. For right now, they're not super impressive. Alright, we still don't have Ketradon, so I'm down to take an Earth Rumbler. It's cheaper than Ketradon, and it's usually pretty easy for it to just be a big dumb thing. 5th pick Spin Out. There's also Demonic Junker if I want it, which is a lot easier for my deck to cast. I have the Achik and yeah, okay. Take the Junker here. Terrible green card. Mediocre black card. And I could take the High Market, but that's only ever going to be one color, so I think maybe I take the Gilded Goda here. Help me fix my mana, since I don't need the black spells until later in the game anyway. I need like 1 red pip early, and then a bunch of green, and then Late game, I need some black. Alright, so with that in mind, and since I didn't take the Fang Druid, I'm going to take Jungle Hollow here instead of Omnivore, just to help me out. Yeah, I don't know how many drafts I'm going to do today. We wheeled a piece of removal, but also a red-black dual land, so I think in the interest of being able to cast my spells and win the game, I'm going to take another piece of fixing. Yeah, I think in the interest of my own sanity, I might only do like 1, maybe 2 drafts, and then we might switch over to Slay the Spire or something. Launcher versus Walking Sarcophagus. I don't need Intimidation Tactics. I don't think I super need the Camera Launcher either. I will take the Mole, because I almost took the Mole out of this pack before. Not running either of those. Probably not running that either. Alright, pack 3, what have you got for me? Quag Feast. Also a Boom Mobile. I don't have any double red yet. Boom Mobile is real strong, though. I think I'm going to take the Quag Feast, but Boom Mobile could also be the correct pick here, and hope to wheel like either the Mole or the Goda. Alright, not bothering with Zahur. I think I grab another Boost Buggy to help fix my mana. Yeah, this deck is kind of all over the place, but it doesn't feel bad is the thing, so... Which is always a sign of a better environment to me. It's like, if I can take this pile and run with it and have it actually work... Can I wheel the Highlands? I think I can actually wheel the Highlands. So I think this is a second Thundering Broodwagon. Take the Night Market now. Could take Momentum Breaker as more removal. Don't really need the Javelin in the air. We're not going to splash for Basri. I don't think I need the Surveyor either. Alright, take another bad removal spell. Black Duel, no. Maybe the Gravestalker, since I can cycle it. I already have, like, Blockbusters if I desperately need a 3-drop. There's a part of me that wants to grab the Spin Out here, but I don't think that's good. Should be able to wheel the other Gilded Goda, I think. Which makes me want to take the rare just for set completion and gems down the line. Alright. Another red-black dual land over another Momentum Breaker. Just keep fixing my mana here. I don't need an Artillerist. Push the Limit is interesting because all of my vehicles, I have Demonic Junker and 2 Broodwagons as my vehicles, so pulling those back is not the most insane thing. The problem is I don't think that's actually going to manifest as a viable strategy. Okay, we did wheel the Goda, as I kind of expected we would. Goda's kind of low priority for most people. There's another Skybox Fairy. Probably not running Wreck Remover. But we don't need the uncommon that badly. Just in case I change my mind and we are running it. And hey, we could have had Surveyor anyway. Alright, let's see what this pile looks like. viable pile, or are you just absolute trash? I have very few actual creatures. It's going to be an issue. Alright, so we lose the Silken Strength. I think I lose the Rover Blades then. Probably that too. Alright, what creatures do I have up here that I can side in? Nothing in green. I would have to pick up, like, the Surveyor. Probably have to run the Blockbuster. Just to get some more bodies in here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 7. So I have a very strong mana base, actually. Alright. I got 2 kickoff celebrations to discard uncastables if I have red. Give it a shot. So, of course, I don't have red. Oh my god. If I draw a mountain, this hand is fine. If I don't draw a mountain, I'm going to lose. Good news, we drew the mountain. So the hand is actually fine, because we can just animate the boost buggy with its own ability now on the play. Ooh, into the World Wagon? Sounds alright. They're white-green, so my Broken Wing's not the strongest removal spell. I can kill some of the random flyers in the color pair, but yeah. Immediately with the 5/4. Alright, well. I do still get to attack into their guy and make my treasure, so I think I just have to do that. If they want to trade, that's probably good for me. They're 3 mana 5/4 versus my, like, effectively 5 mana over 2 turns, 4/3. When I have another one in my hand on top of that. Or I can play the, like, if I draw a land, I can run this out because then I can animate it at the end of turn. I was gonna say, and if I don't draw a land, I can actually World Wagon first and go get a land. Do I want to kill their bike? To cut them off of mana, because they're not doing much here. The other option is to kick off celebrations discarding the other kickoff celebrations and try and hit a land first. Alright, I think we go for the World Wagon. I think we search for the forest. So that way Tarian's going to be online without needing the treasure in play. Then we can start attacking. Or without, like if I sack the treasure to do something else here. They're passing. Alright, well. It's kind of hard not to go for this one. Cast my Tarian, crew my World Wagon, attack for 5. Seems really good here. Broken Wings? Sure. That is fine with what I have. Alright, they got a 5/5. That's neat. I got a 9/7, so... It's true, now I need another black for that. So this is a 6-drop. I currently have 2 in the graveyard, so that's only 4. Alright, let's cast this first, see what we find. Discard that one. Draw 2. Mountain. Go to first or buggy. Yes, the buggy first. This does leave me a little more vulnerable if they can kill Tarion, but I'm pretty sure they're going to need a white spell to kill Tarion, because nothing in green is going to let them fight him to death without having to also trade off one of their guys, so... Alright. They didn't saddle their mammoth, I was going to say, so they're probably not attacking here. Alright, so if I Quag Feast now, I have 3 in the graveyard, so that would be 5, which would kill him. Oh no, that's 6. That was close. I genuinely was thinking he was a 5 for a second there. Alright, so we can cycle the Broodwagon then. Draw a card, and that would be 6. Or I can kill their vehicle with Broken Wings, and then Quag Feast their 5/5. But that doesn't leave me with enough mana to attack and make a treasure also. Alright, play my land for the turn. Alright, run out the Goda. Alright. Pass for one more turn. I'll activate the boost buggy at the end of their turn. So that way I can attack with the buggy to play the Broodwagon after killing their 5/5. Get my treasure. Trade off with one of their creatures. Unless they leave up mana, in which case I can't attack into their 3/4 either. Alright, well, they didn't leave up mana, so that's good. Okay, don't forget to animate my thing. Okay. Three. This would be 4. Why are we tapping so much red here? So we kill that one. Because this is a sorcery, so we have to do it first. We can't try and get them to crew. Mill 2, kill that. Okay. And then next turn we can kill their 3/4 with the Broodwagon. Meantime, they still don't have much of a board state here, so... You have to kill their 3/4 and probably rumble with Tarion if they don't play anything significant. Mina? Is it on them? Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, what are we waiting for? I am confused. Yeah, another Veloharp bike is not the thing I'm scared of. Although it does leave them with enough to activate. Ah. I can just have a Sloth, I guess. Back me for one. I don't think you're crewing your bikes with your Sloth here. Okay. Don't know why we're crewing the bike with the Sloth. It's not like it's not going to untap anyway, right? She untaps vehicles. Oh no, it is creature you control. Okay, never mind. I thought she untapped vehicles naturally. Okay. No, that's actually good then. Gonna crew a bike in response. In that case, I'm disinclined to attack them, because then they can use the Sloth to crew the other bike and trade both bikes for Tarion. And I would rather make them do that to the Brood Wagon first. And follow it up with the Earth Rumbler. I think we pass one more turn. Because right now their Sloth does not get through Tarion by itself, so... it does if they Gallant Strike, though. And that might be a huge ooze. That is a titanic ooze. Jesus. So now they can crew the Sloth. And then it'll gain Indestructible. Yeah, I'm now losing this game. Oh, they did make a bit of an oopsie there. They attacked all, so I get to eat the 1-1 for free. Yeah, this is not great. They both crew for 3. So brutal. Alright, fine. Let's play 7-6. Land. I still don't think you're good, Jaguar. I don't care if I lose. I'm not losing because you exist. If anything, you being here instead of a much better card is helping me out. Damn it. Yeah. Actually, hang on. No. Let's do it this way. I was about to trade off, the Goda and the Earth Rumbler for the 8-8, but it's much better to trade off these two for the 8-8, because the 7-6 I can still crew with no, things in my graveyard. Plus, I'm about to put a bunch of things in my graveyard, or with no creatures in play because of my graveyard, rather, and I'm putting a bunch of things into my graveyard here, so... Sacrifice a creature or vehicle when you do destroy an artifact an opponent controls. Well, that's a tiny bit disappointing. Alright. Yeah, I think I just decline. Because I can't kill either of their things. Of course, they immediately draw that. So now they can choose Mount. Yep. Now, of course, they draw that the turn after. If that had been in play, I would have already have killed it with Blockbuster and moved on with my life. Are you serious right now? So now it's exactly 1 power over what I could safely block. Yep, nope, we've lost now. God damn it, that sucks. Well, we were winning this game, right up until all of their stuff was giant and indestructible, and I have no interaction for it. Alright, jumping with the bike because I don't need the mana, so... I can't afford to go to 1 here. Hooray! A 3-1. Surely that will save me. Surely. This is so frustrating. Yep. It's an indestructible 6/6. And yep, it's coming at me. Alright, come on, deck. Give me the Junker. We kill their Sloth. That also works. We wait until they tap their 5/5. Yeah, we want them to commit first. Then we don't want them to get both triggers because it will also untap their thing even if I kill it, so... And since they're not attacking with another creature... Yeah, it doesn't matter if they crew one of these in response, because my 7/6 can actually hold the other things off, so... If they had a thing that would save their guy in combat, they would have a thing that would save the Sloth here. Alright. Okay. So it's going to be a 7/7. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just killing their Leon in here and forcing them to find another thing that can crew. 3 speed. Yeah! Yeah, I think that'll do it. Whew! Wow, that game was so mean in the middle. Like, that sloth was absolutely wrecking us. And then every time I thought I was going to stabilize, I didn't. And it was just a question of, like, how long can my luck hold out? If we had drawn, like, a land one of those turns instead, we would have died. Got so lucky to win that game. Opponent goes first, but I'm fine with the cards in my hand, at least, so... We're not going to be able to crew the Goda on turn 3, though, for the attack, is the only real downside right now. Like, I still get to cast the bike on 3, but I don't get to make a treasure. Oh, there's their Goda. I do want to start making the treasures, because I haven't drawn my black cards. I only have 1 black source, so... Okay. Do I just block? I'm not going to be able to saddle anyway. Yeah, I probably just block. Don't let them get their speed up yet. Because I'm not going to make a treasure off of the Goda right now. And I drew my black mana on top of that, so... Oh, deck's great, magic's great. Moving on. This can hit planeswalkers, right?
I'm
right.
Ready and set, so let's go.
Alright, so I take a whole bunch of damage this turn. Then I kill Chandra, and then I take a decent amount of damage next turn, and then we stabilize.
My team's got me covered.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. I think I have to kill Chandra here. Because that's just too much.
Can't give up.
Oh, they're holding back to try and protect Chandra. That'd be neat if I could still kill her through that, but without having to spend the removal spell. But yeah, I think this is just... Let's just kill Chandra here.
I'm sorry, Nissa.
Probably still taking a bunch of damage this turn, but I took a lot less than I thought I was going to, so... Yeah, if they have a creature to crew the bike, they can dump any excess mana they have into their other guy to push its damage up, so... I'll be taking like 5 to 6 points of damage here pretty easily. Oh, it's another... It's a menace vehicle, but I do have the Siphon if that's going to be their game plan, so... Yeah, I'm still only taking 3 damage this turn. First. I haven't found my second black source. Yeah. I guess probably should have played out the forest so I wouldn't have to tap the bike there in case they have a removal spell for Tarion here. But they could still just crew the 6-power menace dude, so... Well, that guy's gonna be able to tap for mana. If they actually needed him to. They have some Doomsday play. Also, it makes crewing the 6/3 a little more efficient. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, couldn't really stop them from getting to max speed realistically there, so... Yeah. That's actually not bad, right? Because we still have 5 mana left over. To kill their thing, and if they decide to attack with other stuff, then I can activate and crew as I see fit. I don't need to kill the 6/3 here. I'm assuming I still need to kill the 6/3 here. Like, they're gonna have to draw something... or have had something in hand that's pretty impressive for me to go, oh no, never mind, the 6/3 is not the issue. I'd like to go to 12, please. That does not save it. Oh, opponent. That was an oopsie. Yeah, it's a -6 in case you're newer to the game. So what happens is its toughness is reduced to 0, and that causes it to die even though it's indestructible. Yeah. Negative penalties to toughness that equal or exceed the creature's toughness will still cause it to go to the graveyard even if it's indestructible at the time. Alright, well they can make their one guy unblockable, which is a bit rough. But... can't really be helped, so Tarian's gonna have to get in here now. Start getting them dead before they make their one guy unblockable and lifelink and keep pumping him. Yep, this is fine. Start eating their vehicles. Yeah, if they didn't know about the indestructible not working, there's a chance they fumble here with the Earthshaker too, and let me eat or trade with one of their guys. But they shouldn't. I have to imagine they're going to make it unblockable just for the lifelink here, because they're facing down Tarian, but... that's a pretty fast clock. 5-power lifelink dude. They want to dump all their mana into him. Fortunately, it's a 3-turn clock and not a 2-turn clock, so I do stand a chance here, but just barely. Try and figure out if they can attack, how they're supposed to attack. This has an awful lot of damage on the crackback, and they're probably doing the math on, okay, so I gain this amount of life. Opponent, if you grow the thing out of range, you can't make it unblockable. So they're using him to crew the 6/5 instead? Okay. Hmm. 3, 4, 5 with what they have. Alright, so let's exhaust this first. Makes it a 4/3. Because then I can just crew the 7-6 with it. They are still getting priority because of the pump on their thing. If nothing else. They could have something else here. They have no cards left in their hand, right? Alright, so we crew this in response. Yeah, if they were going to do that, they needed to shoot this guy. So that way, before it actually became a creature, so that way I would have to eat more cards out of my graveyard. Because now I just get to eat. Although if I eat their 3-4, they do get an extra card draw out of it, but I don't think I can really help that one right now. And I do need to get rid of this thing, because they're just going to be able to kill me with it in the Junker later on. Alright. Yeah, Junker by itself is now lethal, so I do have to be wary of that. But... hello, World Wagon. How are you? Swamp. So I can attack for 16 right now. And hope that they don't draw away to kill my Earth Rumbler. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at right now. Lose the Goda. Yeah, I didn't realize how few things I actually had in my graveyard. If they had have killed the Buggy in response, I wouldn't have even been able to make that attack because I wouldn't have had another way to crew the Earth Rumbler from the graveyard. Alright, they drew a land. Now they have to exile their mutant. Draw a card. Hey, if they got like another spin out or something, they get to win here. I don't think I was supposed to hold back either. It has to be like a spin out, because if they can't kill the Earth Rumbler specifically when I activate the crew ability. I do have to be a tiny bit careful here. They did draw a second body, so if they're not doing something silly like attacking me with the 6-5 here. They're not doing something silly like the silly thing they're doing. Alright, so... So what I do is, I exile this to animate the 7-6. Then crew this with the 7-6. Use it to block the Junker, or the Runner, so that way I have another artifact in my graveyard to crew the Earth Rumbler with next turn, and I can attack with it and Tarion for the win. But yeah, if they had have left the Demonic Junker, or not Demonic Junker, that's the thing that I have, the End Runner back, then if I can attack with both, what happens is they block with their 2 creatures, and then I'm out of stuff in my graveyard. Right? Or no, they were too low to block with... Yeah, that's true. They were too low because it happened to be a 1 toughness creature specifically. Okay, so... Actually, no, they can still crew the Junker or Junker. I keep wanting to call it Junker because I'm thinking of Big Doomsday Truck, and that's Demonic Junker in my head. So they can still crew the Apocalypse Runner and trade with Earth Rumbler and chump Terry with the other 3-1. Yeah, maybe they didn't realize that I could then, drive my vehicle into another vehicle to crew there, so that way I would still have something in the graveyard. So the 7-6 could still attack them again. Alright, I got my 3 colors. Got a whole bunch of mana to work with, and if I overdraw on lands, I have an out to it, so... Just lead with Bloodfell Caves, and then we'll decide if we need to discard any cards. I can easily discard a land now, because then the mole is guaranteed to get something back. Plus I just drew another land, so yeah, I think I do discard a land here. And this way I can just pull the land back if I need to. Or I can just draw infinite lands, apparently. Jesus, there's so many lands. And now I'm gonna build spells because it's so many lands in a row. Ooh, 3 decent spells in a row. Okay, now I'm a little sad. I wish I had not played this on turn 2. Wish I had played it on turn 4 instead. I would be doing much better right this second. Won't be able to attack with the Whirl Wagon. I think this is Veloheart Bike and Bloodfell Caves this turn. And if they attack with the Pack Doll, I do not mind trading my bike off for it, but if I don't have to trade off the bike, then I can, like, mole into bike into the World Wagon, and opponent sacrifices a creature or vehicle of their choice. Alright. Oh, never mind. We're losing the bike here, because the 2-3 still holds off the 2-2 at least. Yep. God, that crew cost of 4 is brutal. Alright. First things first, I think we develop out to the board, and we kill their doll. I have triple green, double red, double black, and infinite more red and green in my hand, so I don't even know what I'm supposed to get here. I guess from my last forests. Yeah, that's probably World Wagon's biggest drawback, is that 4 to crew. But still decent. Oh, good. Now the 2-2 can also attack into me. That's great. Now I was gonna say, do I need to trade with the 2-2, but they just get it back later. That seems terrible. I am taking 6 this turn now instead of 3, so that's really bad, but... Oh, they're just gonna side... I mean, yes, they get their guy back, but... destroy target creature or vehicle. If you sacrificed a vehicle, draw a card. Yep, nope, that's fine. Attack me for 4. 3 speed, but actually feeling relatively stable despite the sheer volume of lands I have managed to draw. Kill the pack doll. Or attempt to. Maximum overdrive. Okay. Confidence is at an all-time low here. Taking 5, going to 9. Pack doll terror lives. They're at max speed now. See if they want to trade their 3-2 off for my 4-3 that makes treasure. No? Okay. I didn't think so, but there was a chance that they wanted to. Run out the second copy. Yeah, I only feel like I'm losing this game because I've drawn like 5 extra lands and milled 3 decent spells there. If I had milled a land and 2 spells and drawn another spell, I think we'd be doing okay here. Like, any of these 3 would have been fine here. I think I just trade with the 3-2 then. Go to 4. Oh, that's actually the worst. Because now I die to any artifact. And I don't think I have outs to anything anymore. Yeah, I think that's just the end of the game. That was very unfortunate the way the land draws and the mill lined up. If I had milled lands and drawn the spells, I don't think I could lose there, but that requires me to be psychic. And unfortunately, I'm not, so. Yeah, the only way I could have possibly won that game is to decide to hold my enchantment, which doesn't make a ton of sense, is the problem, and then cast it after the mole. And literally the only way that makes any sense is if I had known exactly what I was going to draw. Like, if I knew the exact order of the top, like, 5 cards in my deck, that might have possibly made sense. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so now I get to run out the Jungle Hollow next turn and play the Surveyor. Unfortunately, their 2-3 is kind of in my way this turn. Yeah, stock up's real good. Alright, so let's offer the trade with their guy that can let them draw cards. Okay, I'm down. The 2-speed, play my land. My guy, since I have stuff in the graveyard that can crew it. Okay. I get to draw 2 cards and discard a card. Okay. Let's tap him this time. Get in for 7 while they're tapped out. And start throwing more haymakers at them. Yeah, you got him. Perfect. I'm just gonna go to damage, see if they have, like, bounce off or something here. Valor's heavy, sure. So I could deal 4 of them, puts them to 6. While they're tapped out. Yeah, it's probably too good here. As opposed to animating the boost buggy, we're using siphon fuel here. Yep. Okay. Alright, that seems really good on this board state. Do I want to kill one of the Flood the Engines off, like, my 7/7 Trampler? Or do I just want to kill their Refueler here? Have a big old Doomsday weapon. I think this is just kill their Refueler. Or I could kill the 3/4 and attack them with the 3/2. But then that's giving this guy... That's letting this guy do his thing, because they'll have a vehicle. Yeah, I think I kill the card draw vehicle here first. I can always kill the 3/4 next turn. It does mean that I don't have a good attack this turn, unfortunately, but... I think that's negligible. Like, right now, they're so far behind on board. Just because of the 6/5, and it's going to be really hard for them to put down anything that's going to actually get in my way now. Alright. Okay. only have one good double block here. And they have no good double blocks. I think we have them. Actually casting out the Howler's Heavy. That still doesn't give them a good double block on the 6-5. Like, they're still trading. They're still not killing my guy. I'm still hitting them, so... Alright, let's go ahead and get him in there. Because if they're trading the heavy for him, then they're not... Then they're just losing their other guy entirely. Yep, that's fine. I do want to kill Vin Wixit, just in case. I don't really care about the 1-4, but if they start cycling cards and dealing me damage, then Vin Wixit will draw them extra cards, and I'm not having any of that right now. Oh, hey, look, a vehicle. Please tell me they have to crew their vehicle here. Alright. Well, they are currently dead on board, so... Let's see how they stop being dead on board first. Neat. I will leave that on top. Thank you for asking. Yep, that is the correct response to that is, oh hey look, the second brood wagon, and the first one's coming back next turn, and you have to double block, and yeah. Yeah, no, that's not a game they can win anymore. They're so far behind. They were like forever far behind before, like 3 turns ago. Which is why I did not mind trading the boost buggy for their 3-4. I just wanted them to lose another blocker. No green mana, but kickoff celebrations. Alright, I think this is fine. I'm inclined to kick off, discard the Pothole Mole if I don't draw the Forest this turn. Obviously, if I draw the Forest, I'm gonna boost Buggy instead. Keep trying to train creatures together, but... Ooh, double bottom is good for me. Alright, I think I do discard the Pothole Mole then. Yeah, if I draw a Forest, then I have the Buggy. I could also just discard the Mountain, though. Or even... I have double red already. I might need double black later on. I already have Achik. Alright, I talked myself into the Mountain, because I'm trying to find land anyway, so discarding a land here, yeah, works out better. Also, I have Achik, so I don't mind milling with the Pothole Mole anymore. Alright, we have gone from Famine to Feast on my mana issues. Alright. Oh, milled 3 spells. Always good when I'm flooding out. As long as I don't draw... The upside, though, is I milled 3 spells, so Achik's online when I cast her now, instead of having to mill some more stuff. She's actually got bodies to bring back. And our Hazard of the Dunes is actually going to be able to block whatever they get flying to, so... Yeah, I don't mind playing out the mountain that they know about for right now. I was going to say, they can't just give their guy flying anymore. Play out the Forest. buggy. I don't think I need to kill their 3-2, even though they can give it flying, because that's more a problem of the 3-1 in play than the... Oh, they found their other color. They have a Hazard of the Dunes. It's not really a big problem. They're behind on mana. They can't give it flying, so... Play the swamp so we can cast Achik. Part of me wants to just run out the Blockbuster and sack the mole so I get a 4th token off of Achik. But I also kind of feel like I need to siphon... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next turn I'll be able to make my worm a 7/7. I think I wait and siphon fuel at the end of their turn, depending on what they do. Either end of turn or mid-turn, if they're going to go for like a fight or something, to try and stop me from raising my worm. Ah, they have a second worm. That's neat. Alright, well, definitely killing one of those now, because 2 is excessive. Alright, that'll work. Multiple fronts, that will work. I don't really want to trade my 4-3 for their 3-2 vehicle here. Ah, they got one of those guys. That's neat. On my reach stuff. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 1 mana left over. 2 if I play the Blockbuster. I can also Blockbuster kill their vehicle. Their vehicle is so low impact, though. The only thing it's doing is stopping me from comfortably attacking with the boost buggy, I feel like. And now their other 3-2 is also kind of doing that, so... I think I just want to monstrous the worm first. Alright. Now I'm going to kill the 3-2 and crew the... Brood Wagon with it. So they either need to triple block, or they need to trade off their 2 3-power creatures. No, I guess I don't need to trade off their 2 3-power creatures. They still need to double block it, though. And that's trading off for half their board while they're behind. For some reason, I was thinking I had a 6/6 for a second. I honestly thought they were going to trade off the 3-1 there for like half a second, but yeah, this is fine. Gets rid of both of their guys. Exchange for my 1 Brood Wagon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's Achik, her Brood. So Spectacular pileup? That's not spectacular pileup. Alright, I think I attack with everything that's not Achik now. So 1, 2, 3, and those guys. They can eat 2 of the bugs if they want to, with their Scurryfoot plus 3/3, but I'm pretty sure they have to put blockers on something else. Yep, this is fine. And we're just going to hold the Gilded Goda because they do need Spectacular Pileup, and they still lose 5 here if they cast it, so... Yeah, I'm still not quite prepared to trade Achik off, but... Okay. Made it to 4 wins, so deck is already a great success. Which feels really good, because it's kind of weird and janky, so, like, the mana base is good. Like, we did get enough fixing. The fact that we have, like, a 7/7/6 mana base is really impressive. Makes all the double black spells a lot more castable. It's performing about as well as I could reasonably have hoped, but we had that one game where all I needed to do was draw a land when I drew a spell, and we would have lost that one very, very readily, so... The fact that we are 4-1 and not 3-2 if we had played all the other games the same... That was like 3 non-lands in a row to save that game for us. Well, I'm 1 mana off of Hazard of the Dunes, and I have a castable 2-drop, and the Swamp unlocks my removal spell, and my opponent's on a mulligan, so... Are we playing down to silver? Or are they... I can't quite tell. Is that a silver or platinum there? Because if it's another platinum, then that's fine. If it's a silver, usually when you get the massive pair down, it's because the other player has an insane deck in their bracket, and they need to find somebody with a good enough record to face them. Alright. I think I lose the forest here. Oh, I didn't need to do this pre-combat. I already have speed because of the creature I played. Alright, found my swamp. And I think I do offer the trade, because otherwise I get to go to 2 speed. And we might actually be able to hit max speed in a few turns, and my other things are going to outpace their current board. Alright, so they wanted to get to max speed for that thing. It's fine. Somewhere in our deck is an answer to it. In the meantime, here's a 4/4. Okay. Doesn't actually develop out their board by itself, and without a land, they don't even get to draw their extra card here from their artifact, so So yeah, they're at 3 speed, but... Oh. I do not care for him at all, my good sir. Or madam. Alright, so... Play out the land, gain my life. Flag feast that, because I cannot win if I have to deal with that thing. Alright, milling Tarion when I'm missing my 3rd green is actually alright. I do think I hold the kickoff, though. I think my max speed is worse for me, or, yeah, I think their getting to max speed is worse for me than me getting to max speed is bad for them right now. So, I think I want to make them have to use another thing on my 3-1 in order to get through. Alright, well, on the bright side, Earth Rumbler is a fast clock against them, which will make up for the fact that every time they draw now, I'm just going to mill cards. Or I could go Hazard and End Rider. And if the Hazard gets to attack and deal damage to them, then the End Rider taps for mana. Alright, did not mill my Broken Wings yet, so I might still be able to get rid of their artifact before it mills me out. Assuming I don't just kill them instead, which are both possible. Okay. Oh, that's true. I also have the 2 Brood Wagons. They milled Achik, which is ultimately going to be fine. I do need... Oh, no, I have my 2nd black. Okay. Right, this is my black-red dual land here. So I do actually have the ability to destroy their thing with multiple cards in my deck. I still have 20 cards left, which should be more than enough to kill them here. I was going to say, I can't imagine they're attacking. Actually, that might be a good thing to discard to kick off. 3... Oh, I don't have 7 yet. Which means I also can't cast my other thing. Huh. Alright, let's kick off again, discarding the land, I think. That will work to... I can kill their thing. I can kill it next turn, though, with the card in my hand. So I think I cast the Blockbuster this turn, kill Sundial first to get to max speed. And I don't care if they trade for the 3-1 anymore, so... Alright, the Gallon Strike to kill that. Do they want to trade with my 3-1 on their 1-3, though? That becomes a 3-5 later. They do not. Okay. So now I'm at max speed. So now my guy taps for mana. What World Wagon? So yeah, I can play the Brood Wagon, kill the Refiner. Alright, Bulwark Ox not great for me, but... They are down to 1 card in their hand, and now I'm going to take away their card draw, so... This feels reasonably well positioned. Yeah, let's kill the Siphon. That way I don't deck out. Play my land. That gives me a bunch of options. Like, if they're attacking me, then should be able to... Alright. They actually have a tempo play here to kill him. Of course they do. So I take 2, 5, 6, 7, go to 4. So I'm basically just dead next turn. Because they're too wide now and I don't have enough interaction and my spells are too expensive. Alright, so I have to cast this one then. Oh, I don't have any reach creatures, do I? Right, he's Vigilance and Trample, not Reach. So I'm just dead here. Yep, okay. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking that this thing had Reach because the other one had Reach. And because it had a bunch of keyword icons all over it. And it's like, oh wait, no, none of these are Reach. Never mind, I am actually just dead. I need to draw a card there. That felt so winnable if they did not have an answer to the Broodwagon there. So I had to kill the other thing. I had to kill the Flyer first then. Or the Bulwark Ox, one of those two. And then kill the Siphon. Alright. Like, I did need to kill the Siphon, but I don't think I needed to kill it exactly the turn I did, so... That's the only place where I could have changed something and possibly won that game. Like, maybe I got a little too scared of it when I didn't need to be. Alright, so if I could mill my black-green land and put it back into my hand with the Pothole Mole, or just draw it naturally, that'd be great. No? Another red land? Like, actual worst of all of my lands is another mountain. I was gonna say, you gonna counter my 2/3 mole? Well, out of all of them, that is the best one. Assuming I don't desperately need it untapped next turn. Okay. Oh, there is another forest. So if I play the forest out, another forest gives me Tarion, but that puts me further away from Bloodfell Cave, or from Broodwagon. Alright. I have a lot of other 5-drops I can be casting next turn besides Tarion, so it's not essential that Tarion comes down. In some ways, it might be better if Tarion comes down after, because that means they probably had to interact with my other things first. I like seeing that when they don't have any of their payoffs yet. Because they are blue-red, I would expect them to have... Okay, they're not attacking either. Oh, there's a Veloheart Bike. Alright, I'm down for that. It gives me access to all of the spells in my hand next turn if I need them. And it's a backup creature. Now granted, they would trample over it if I had to crew it and block their 3/2 here, but... Oh, that's my siphon target now. Because I cannot allow that thing to stay on the table when they're not doing much of anything. There's too strong an implication that they just don't have anything to do. So... Alright, let's attack them for 2, because I don't think they're trading, but if they do, that's fine. We run out the Goda. Pass the turn. I've discarded a land both times, so I'm kind of hoping that they're just flooded. But that does make me a tiny bit worried that they have nothing but haymakers in their hand because of that. Like, they're just not playing out cheap spells, so my things are... Like, this thing is less likely to find a target if they have nothing but 5+ drops in their hand. That mean... And they can probably trade, even in red-blue, they can probably trade for, like, 1 card for Earth Rumbler or Tarion after deploying 2 separate things. Yeah, I'd rather have Tarion get countered here than Earth Rumbler. Alright, time for this world-bearing dinosaur to get on this tiny horse. Okay, that's fine. I'm pretty sure that's what was going to happen to that horse anyway if Tarion climbed on its back. What Looney Tunes is it? It's one of the Wild West episodes where it's like the outlaw has like this teeny tiny horse, I think. I think it's the outlaw that has him. Like this giant hulking rectangle of a man and has like the teeny tiny horse underneath him. Okay. They've made a 1/1 with their land that came into play tapped. How many dead creatures do I have? 2? So I'm assuming that they made it to chump block here, but... Cast the 7/6, see if they have the counter spell or bounce spell for Tarion. Oh! Huh. I did not consider Crash and Burn plus their land. I'm still okay with that. Like, I don't think I should have killed their 1/1 there to hold that particular combo off, because that would still kill either the Earthshaker or the Thunderous Broodwagon, so... Oh, that is in fact a 4-drop I can kill. Have another 3/2, that's neat. Alright. Alright, definitely killing that one. So that one is more of the problem. I can only crew 3 times right now with what I have. So I think I pass. And basically all removal, no interaction here. Or all removal, no offense here. Alright, I'm gonna crew the Earth Rumbler. Attack them for 7. Try and make them do something here. Because I can afford to take a hit or two from their guy. And if they don't block with it... Okay. Makes my guy a 4-6. Alright, so that's the same as having blocked it, because now I don't have 3 hits to kill them. Alright. Okay. Got it. Okay. Start to land, I'm assuming. Yep. Okay. Yeah, their 3-2 is not the problem here. Oh my god, I have infinite vehicles and no way to crew any of them. Okay, let's get another land out of my deck. And let's kill their 3-2. I'm not killing... I could have killed one of my vehicles, but... The weakest one is the bike, and I kind of want to keep the bike, because it's... If I can crew the bike can then crew the World Wagon and attack. And if they kill the bike at that point, I still have the Junker afterwards, but if I sack the bike... Yeah, okay. I can still Broken Wings that, but that did draw them 2 more cards. You're not at max speed, so you can't attack me for 3. I did draw another land, so that's good at least. Okay. Let's go find something. Oh my god, are you serious? I have 16 cards left. Do I have any other creatures? I know I have other creatures, but I kind of need them to start showing up. I was going to say, I'm assuming that they're going to crew here. We're going to destroy target vehicle now. Yeah, if they have any way to stall me after this, like, just to, like, deal with the Earth Rumbler, crewing my things for a while, because my plan right now is to crew the Earth Rumbler, and then use the Earth Rumbler to crew, like, World Wagon and attack first. Yeah, they only discard 1 card here, so... I have to imagine they have stuff. Alright. Play Gilded Goda. 2. Yep. Okay. That's fine. That puts another body in my graveyard for my other thing. So that's 14. Yeah, okay. Oh, right. It's not 14 because it gained more power. Also, I don't know where I was getting 14 from. Where was I getting 14 from? Equal the number of lands I control. Why did I think it was weaker than it actually was? Because I was 16 already, and then the land was 17. Okay. I couldn't math, but I wanted to do as much damage to my opponent as I could anyway to get them dead next turn, so the fact that I actually killed them is a bit embarrassing, but since I was playing to win, I managed to win despite the fact that, like, it would have been way worse if I didn't think I could win, so I didn't attack with what I attacked with. Like, that would have been terrible, but opponent goes first. I need a red source for my hand to do much of anything. I can mulligan this hand. I don't think I need to, though. But it's not a great hand, obviously. I have way too many black sources early. Obviously, I need to draw a land before turn 4, and if they get out to too fast to start and I don't draw the mountain, I'm going to get run over, but yeah, Ligorian turn 2 is kind of too fast to start for me, yeah. Okay, that probably killed me then. Drawing 2 more red spells, and they have another vehicle this turn to put the counter on Lorien with Ligorian onto Ligorian. Yep, okay, that's almost definitely fatal, and that's 99.9% fatal now. But we now have a fraction of a decimal point of a percentage chance to win this game. Yep. Saddle Crew, attack me for 6, 7, 8. Alright. I mean, I knew this was a possibility when I kept the hand. But they both had to have a start like this, and I had to miss on my mountains for, like, one too many turns. Like, yeah, now that's too late. Because now I can't just play the 3-2, kill the 5-5, and be done. But if I had have had one of the other things online sooner and could sacrifice it while developing out to the board, maybe. But yeah, now the 4-4 trades with the flyer. I take 5 down to 4, I kill the 5-5, and I still die because I have no board presence anymore, so. And that's assuming that they actually had nothing. Which they're still playing spells, so. Alright. Yeah, that'll do. That is actually dead on board, so. Like, the Ligorian is 5, the other thing is 6. I'm at 9. Alright. Well, I kept a risky hand on the last one, and I knew it was a risky hand, but if I had have drawn the mountain sooner, we might have been able to win that. I couldn't find one more Aetherdrift pack. Alright. Mitotic Ultimus, 2 Smog Smashers, Trackhand, Sala, this dumb thing in the right deck. A bunch of wild cards, a bunch of mythics and rares. Okay. And our last 9 packs. Alright, so how close did we come to getting the whole set this time? I usually don't come very close to getting the whole set of any of those, so... Aetherdrift, Aetherdrift Alchemy. 73%. I'm 36 out of 60 and 9 out of 20 have a full set. And since I have the blue bar completed, I have at least one of every rare and mythic. Okay, that's not terrible. Ooh. There are still 10 mythics I have not gotten from Aetherdrift, and 14 rares. What are the 10 mythics I'm missing? I have a Chandra, I have the Aether Spark. I might not have a Speed Demon. Let's see. What is the thing to... That's not it. Card styles, no. There it is, filters. Collected, not collected. Aetherdrift. Okay. That is... I could have sworn I had a Sky Seer's Chariot. I definitely had one at the pre-release, so that's probably why. Still haven't gotten a Voyage Glide car. Never seen Hazard. Okay, that makes sense. Guardian Sunmare. I have never gotten Burnout Blastronaut. I have no... How do I not have an uncommon? Riptide Gear Hulk. That's true. I'm probably missing most of the Gear Hulks. I've never actually had Boommobile because I didn't take that last one. I've never had Guidelight Pathmaker, apparently. Gear Hulk. Redshift, I believe. I can believe Ketramos because I'm not taking him. He's so terrible and limited. Like, it needs to be paper for me to draft him. Bright Glass. I've never had Aerodora. I've never had the Lotus. That makes sense. That's not a high priority card. I've never had Market Backwalker. But I have a playset of loot. I'm okay with that, because he is adorable. And a massive card advantage engine. Alright. Alright, I think that's going to do it for me for drafting right now. Give me a little bit, and I'll be back on, probably playing some Slay the Spire, and later tonight, my brother and I will be doing more of our Split Fiction playthrough. But that's going to do it for me for right now, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.